we go back again with another match day preview. Yes, a match day preview for Sunday lunchtime. It's West Bromwich Albion versus Sunderland in a very difficult game. And both teams are really pushing for the playoffs. When I did leave the game on Tuesday night, we did get a draw against Huddersfield. I was disappointed with the second half performance. We didn't create nothing at all. We didn't create one single chance in the whole 45 minutes of the second half, which was so disappointing from the lads. Huddersfield were poor in the first half, up the game in the second half. Huddersfield's goal, the lad set off from the halfway line, got all the way through the heart of our defence and put a brilliant bullet in the top corner, but he should never have gotten to that situation. It should have been a challenge, should have gone in before the lad had a chance to score for Huddersfield. As simple as it was poor all round from the midfield and from the defensive quarter. He should never have run that length of the pitch to have a chance of even having a shot on target. But it was a great goal, great finish. Nothing taken away from the lad. Superb finish. Same as Gelhardt's goal was superb as well. Lovely pass from Ahmad. Gelhardt, one touch, cuts inside, bullet in the bottom right hand side corner. Superb finish from Gelhardt. So one's a peach. Now there was 3 people who got the correct score on Tuesday night. We do have the Bristolian Mackham. The Bristolian Mackham, he goes in the cup. There we go, there's the cup. And then the second person who goes into the cup is Chris Wilkins. Well done, Chris Wilkins. You go into the cup too for a chance to win. And the third person who goes into the cup as well is Alan Robinson. So well done. All 3 people get a point for the Big Book of C. And Alan, you go in the cup as well. So all 3 are in there for a chance to win a shirt. And the 2 shirts that are up for grabs are the Argentinian shirt and the USA, because Angelic Skin 77 has plumped to go for the Portuguese shirt. So there we go. And well done, Ian Parker. You've already received your shirt the other night. Nice England away shirt. So before we get started with this, we're going to do the draw for the next shirt. As you can see, they're in there. No cheating. And this is the winner of the shirt. One here, one nice juicy one here. And who is it? It is in fact the Bristolian Mackham. 1 out of 3 opportunity. You have won this shirt. Let me know on social media what shirt you want, your dress, and I will post that. Probably not post that till Monday, because I've still got the other one to post first, so I'm a little bit behind. I've got loads of stuff on, really busy, but well done. And if you didn't realise, there's that all 3 were in there. There we go. All 3 were in there. So well done, and you 3 will all get a point as well for the Big Book of C. Now we do move on to the preview, quick preview. Then I want to discuss the final table. Here we have the table. We're going to discuss positions and who I think will get in the top 3. The last 2 positions of the playoffs. Now, when we did, and I did leave the match on Tuesday, I thought that was it. I seriously thought season was over. We didn't have very much opportunity, much chance left to get into the playoffs. But Millwall went and lost the other night. So, Millwall, I thought Millwall were nailed on to beat Birmingham, but Birmingham, well done. Sunderland beat Birmingham, Birmingham beat Millwall. Then last night, the results went for Sunderland. Preston got beat. Norwich were held to a draw. Preston against the informed Swansea. Norwich held to a draw against Wigan. Bottom of the table, Wigan. Then we had Blackburn and Coventry also drawn 1s apiece. So a lot of the games went Sunderland's way. The only team out of the two days that really picked up points was West Bromwich Albion, up to 7th place. So well done, West Brom. Norwich drew, Preston got beat, Coventry drew, Blackburn drew, Sunderland drew, Millwall lost. So big movers for West Brom, and they also have a game in hand. But we do go down to West Bromwich Albion on Sunday. They were formed in 1878, 145 years young, and the Hawthorns is where they play the games of football, and they do have over 26,688 capacity seats to sit your asses on. Carlos Corcoran is the 40-year-old goalkeeper who's now the caretaker manager, or the manager in charge. And he's been in charge of 29 games. He's won 16, drawn 5, lost 8. Head-to-head Sunderland, they've won 57, drawn 44, lost 56. So very close over the years of West Brom. I remember going to my very first away game, or one of my very first away games with my dad back in 82 when we did play West Brom. We won 3-2 away with goals from Gary Rowell, Stan Cummins and Nick Pickering. Yes, and Cyril Regis did play for West Brom then, but we did go and beat them that day. So, you know, we do have, it's a good mixed bag of form of results for Sunderland and West Brom. West Brom, unbeaten in a few games, playing well, climbing up the table. I don't actually, I can't have to look into that. But Sunderland, you know, haven't lost in 5 to 6 games. So we run a good run as well. And it's going to go down. I mean, like I said before, I left that game on Tuesday and I thought that was it. I thought we got no chance of the playoffs now. But it's amazing how when you think it's all over, other teams try and chuck it away as just the same. It's a strange old situation. Before we delve into the last games of the season, an update on Edward Michoud, assessed for back issue. Edward Michoud will continue to be assessed by the club's medical staff ahead of Sunday's fixture against West Bromwich Albion after suffering a back injury. Head coach Tony Mowbray has confirmed. Now, I think we did miss him, didn't we, really? I would never put Pritchard as a holding midfielder. I would never put him in that midfield too with Dan Neil. For me, it just doesn't work. I would have rather have put Ekwar in there personally. I think Ekwar, bit stronger, more physique. For me, Ekwar goes in there, and if we have to move Pritchard further forward, then that's the way it is. Or we have to drop Pritchard to the bench. Fair enough. For me, we need a proper midfielder in there. And Ekwar is, or even have like the 3. I think he's trying to play Ahmad. He's trying to play Clark, Ahmad. He's trying to play Clark, Ahmad, Gelhardt, and Roberts all together. It's attacking formation, but that means we'll lose out somewhere. Pritchard, obviously, you know, he's normally one of those ones that would fit into there. Now, do we just, away to West Brom, do we go for the attacking formation, or do we have to drop Pritchard and maybe put Ekwar in there? And if Michoud, why don't we have Michoud, Neil and Ekwar together in the midfield, then have 3 in front of them, whether it's Ahmad, Clark and Gelhardt, Ahmad, Clark and someone else, Roberts. But for me, I just don't see how we can put Pritchard in the centre of midfield. It doesn't work, simple as. I thought it proved it on Tuesday night. Michoud missed Tuesday's night 1-1 draw against Huddersfield, but we didn't lose. That's the main thing. We didn't lose, even though the second half performance was pretty poor. The head coach now remains hopeful he will be able to return to training as he battles to be in contention for selection for the lads to face the Baggies at Hawthorn. Now, the good thing about Sunderland's running, we have 2 away games. We play better away from home. He has had a scan in his back, but did not show very much. He is the one that has to try to train and feel the pain. It's got a bit of damage, but it's whether he can play through it or not. We will see if he's able to train over the next few days, says Mowbray. The Frenchman has made 24 appearances for the lads. Right, so what we'll do, we'll go into Millwall first, but then I'll tell you how many points I think they'll get. Now, Millwall's last 3 games, 65 points. There's 3 points between 5th and 11th. But look at Millwall, +8, West Brom +9, Coventry +9, Sunderland +9, Norwich +8. Now Blackburn -2. That could really be an Achilles heel. But Preston -8. So I'm already, right, you may laugh at this, but I'm already going to rule out Preston. It may come back to bite us in the arse, but I'm going to take a punt and say Preston will not make the top 6 just for the -8 goal difference. My opinion, right, and other reasons as well. Now, Wigan do host Millwall at the weekend. Wigan did really well against Norwich last night, and they really need the points to survive in the Championship. It's still doable. Wigan can still stay in the Championship. So Wigan at home against Millwall. Real tough match. Then Millwall play another relegation battle against Blackpool away. Blackpool are going to give everything tooth and nail. There's probably more fight in these relegation teams than the mid-table to top of the table. So I think Millwall have got a real tough run in. And then they've got to play Blackburn. Yes, Blackburn. Right below Millwall. So that's another tough one. For me, I can see Millwall probably losing against Wigan, getting a point against Blackpool, and probably losing against Blackburn. I don't know, could be a draw against Blackburn. 2 points, we'll give them 2 points. So we'll take final total of 67 points for Millwall. Now, is that generous 2 points? Or do you think I'm completely off back and loony raving mad for like giving them only 2 points when they might get 6 against Wigan? And I just feel these relegation teams have got a bit of oomph, a bit more bite in them than some teams. I think there's a bit of a twist in the tail just yet anyway. Now we move to Blackburn. Blackburn do have 4 games to go, and they do play Preston. Preston and Blackburn, big derby down there. Who's going to win that one? Preston are in great form though. I think Preston will bounce back at the weekend. But unfortunately, it's a draw specialists. So I'm going to give 1 point apiece. That's the reason why it's an Achilles heel for Preston -8. Now, Blackburn do play Burnley. Burnley, the champions, are looking to try and get those records. Is it possible to get record points for Burnley? I don't know. I'll have to have a look. I'm not quite sure. Let me know. Again, another draw. Blackburn, the draw specialists. Then Blackburn play Luton. Luton are in absolutely amazing form, up there in 3rd place. Luton in 3rd place. Again, that could be another draw. 1 point for Blackburn. Then Millwall versus Blackburn. We've already given them a point. That's 4 points for Blackburn. They're going to run in with 4 draws. Again, I'm around the bend. I don't know. 68 points. That will just leapfrog Blackburn above Millwall, unfortunately. I could be wrong. Now we're going to go to Sunderland. Well, we'll leave Sunderland the last. Of course we will. Coventry next. Well, Coventry, I've got on paper, Coventry fans say this is an easy run-in, but is it? Now, Coventry, the thing about the Blackburn-Luton game, now Blackburn could be thinking Luton might be already, thinking about the playoffs. But Luton are a solid big unit and a good side, and I think they've got a lot of fight in Luton. So we'll go Coventry versus Reading. Reading played well last night. They were leading 1-0 till Andy Carroll got sent off. The reckless Geordie Andy Carroll, useless, got sent off. And I think it was Norwich that got a goal. Was they playing Norwich? They were playing Luton. But they're battling. They're coming to some good form, Reading, at this moment in time. So I can see Reading sneaking off with maybe a sneaky win at Coventry. No points for Coventry. Coventry versus Birmingham. Big Midlands derby. Coventry, Birmingham just beat Millwall. But Coventry versus Mill, I could see Coventry getting 3 points against Birmingham. I think Coventry will win that one, even though it could go to a draw. But I'll give Coventry 3 points for that one. I don't know. I just feel like got a bit of fight in that game. They might get that game. Now, Middlesbrough versus Coventry. Middlesbrough are already thinking about the playoffs at this stage. Do they want to keep that run? You don't want to go into the playoffs under a defeat, do you? I don't think so. I think Middlesbrough win that game. So I'm going to go 3 points to Birmingham. Sorry, Coventry. So there's Coventry on 63. 63, is that 63? 66. 66 points. What a titty. How did I get 63? Yeah, so Coventry fans, what do you think of that? Do you think you can beat Middlesbrough? Can you beat? I think Reading is the fly in the ointment. So I'm going to go for Coventry 66 points. Now we'll go we'll do West Brom as second off last. We'll go to Norwich. Norwich you've got Norwich versus Swansea. Swansea, they've beaten Huddersfield. They've beaten Preston yesterday. The Swansea are absolutely on fire, finishing with a rattle. But I do think, I tell you what, I do think Norwich will get 3 points against the Swans. I think they'll get 3 points. West Brom versus Norwich. West Brom versus Norwich. Massive game. I'm going to give a point apiece. 1 point apiece. Then Norwich versus Blackpool. Blackpool, last game of the season, needing the points to stay in the championship. What will happen? That's a toughie, isn't it? Oh my God, that's such a tough one. Norwich versus Blackpool. Blackpool have to stay up, and they get a sneaky win. 4 points to Norwich. There we go. 4 points to Norwich. 66 points for Norwich as well. I told you Preston will go to West Brom. Sunderland versus West Brom. West Brom versus Sunderland. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. West Brom versus Sunderland at West Brom. Two teams battling. I think it's going to be a draw. I think it's going to be... I'm going to predict a victory to Sunderland, but when I'm thinking in my head now, I'm going to go, oh, it's going to be, I don't know. What do I think? Sheffield United versus West Brom. Sheffield United second off top now. Will they be on the beach? Already promoted by the time the stage comes around. Will the pressure of West Brom. West Brom. Oh, I've already said West Brom and Norwich are one's a peach, so that's a point. The last game of the season, Swansea versus West Brom. Swansea, good home record. I'm going to give Swansea the points. West Brom versus Sheffield United. I tell you what, I can see West Brom winning that one. 5 points to West Brom. 5 points. That takes them to 68. Oh, level with... But they're going to jump above Blackburn on the goal difference. Blackburn are going to suffer. So for me at the moment, West Brom are in 5th place. West Brom in 5th. Blackburn in 6th. Sunderland. Leave Sunderland to last. Right, Sunderland. What are the lads going to do? Away to West Brom. I've already said a draw, haven't I? I said a draw. 1 point a draw. Right. Sunderland at home to Watford. Watford at this point will already be out and not... They'll be on the beach. Watford will be on the beach. Sunderland will have to pull out the stops and we'll put in a big performance. And I think we'll beat... I don't know. Will we beat them? Oh, it's going to be a tough one. Oh, I tell you what. I think we'll get a draw. I think there'll be a draw against Watford. I think we'll get a point against West Brom, a point against Watford, and then last game of the season, winner takes all. Preston, well, not winner takes all. Sunderland versus Preston, Preston versus Sunderland. Sunderland are going down there to get 3 points against Preston, and I think they'll get 3 points against Preston. So there's 3. There's 5 points for Sunderland. Where does move Sunderland? 5 points. 67. 67. So that looks as if we're just going to miss out. Just going to miss out on that. 67, miss out by 1 point. Because we draw against West Brom and we draw against Watford. But what happens if we go and beat West Brom on Sunday? If we take the 3 points on Sunday, then we'll put us on 69 points, and that will drop West Brom down to 67 points, wouldn't it? So that means Sunderland will end up in 5th place. Sunderland will end up in 5th place. So we'll end up in 5th place with 69 points. And then it'll be Blackburn. Blackburn will get in the playoffs, even with a crappy goal difference, in 6th place. So it's going to be Sunderland and Blackburn. Sunderland to come in 5th place. And is that possible? Do you think we can get 7 points, Sunderland 7 points, to jump right up the table into 5th place and make it into the playoffs? There we go. That's my thoughts anyway. My natural instinct said 67 points. Do you agree with that? Or do you think with your heart like me and go 69 points and we make it into the playoffs? All to play for. I never thought at this point there'd be all to play for. We didn't, did we? I thought there was, I hand on my heart, I thought we were finished. But let's face facts. If we do lose against West Brom on Sunday, we will be finished. That's it. Done just it. It's winner takes all. You know, a draw isn't a bad result. Just means we've got to get 6 points last 2 games. But we've got to try and get at least a point on Sunday. 3 points would be amazing. Our away record is much better. And I do think we need to change the team a little bit for the weekend. I wouldn't play Pritchard in the centre of midfield. So there you go. My score prediction, I'm going to go West Brom 1, Sunderland 2. West Brom 1, Sunderland 2. Well done, Bristol and Mackham. Leave your score predictions down below. Let me know what your thoughts on that. Is it a load of bollocks? Am I just talking with my heart? With my head right to begin with? Is it 67 or 69? How many points are Sunderland going to finish on? And which 2 teams in your mind, yes, not my mind, you there, especially you, in your mind, which 2 teams are going to finish in the playoffs out of that table? It's going to be interesting. I love it when there's something to play for. Last few games of the season, 3 to go. It's going to be a good run in. I don't even know if my maths was correct. There you go. Take care. God bless. There's a couple of bloopers at the end because I am a bit daft. And we'll see you for the live stream on Sunday afternoon. Join in. Can Sunderland march onto the playoffs, or can it just be 2 games left with nothing to play for? Take care. God bless me. God go with you. Thanks for watching. So there we go. I want to wish every team on the table all the best. May the best 2 teams make it to the playoffs. No matter what team you support out there, I wish you all the best. Just a bit of fun. Not my thoughts. Never had by. I never come. Fucking hell, man. Here we go, back again with another match day preview, and Sunderland do travel down to West Bromwich Albion in the Midlands to play them on a Sunday lunchtime kickoff. Yes, and before we get into the preview, I just want to say, bollocks. So yes, the table. Who do you... So there we have it. There is the finished table. What's your thoughts on the finished table? Do you think it's going to be a good one? I do. Here we go, back again with another match day preview. And yes, Oh, for fuck's sake, man. So there we go. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I want to wish all the teams on the board all the best. May the best 2 teams make it to the playoffs. Wish us all the best. Hopefully, all the Sunderland fans have a safe journey to West Brom and a safe journey home. Like I said before, I wish all the teams all the best, and we'll catch you later. Thank you. And, yeah, I know. I went all year round. It's me comfy. You know when you get a comfy jumper? I love this. This is just such a comfortable jumper. I wear it all year round. Thank you.